Hello, I'm Dr. Stephen Myers, and today we want to look at the New Jerusalem according to the Dead Sea Scrolls. A number of fragments have been found relating to New Jerusalem, so we want to take a look at those today. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls is probably the most important find related to the Bible. Key books for the study of the Dead Sea Scrolls are The Meaning of the Dead Sea Scrolls by Vanderkant and Flint. And then there's the Dead Sea Scrolls Study Edition, which has Hebrew on the left and English on the right. If you don't need the Hebrew, then you won't need the Study Edition. But it's very helpful, the Study Edition, if you want to look at the Hebrew. And then the Dead Sea Scroll Bible by Meg, Flint, and Ulrich. There are two key books on the New Jerusalem texts. The New Jerusalem Scroll from Qumran, a comprehensive reconstruction by Michael Crichton. And he goes in, makes drawings of what the houses would look like, what the whole layout would be of New Jerusalem from the Dead Sea Scroll texts. And then we have the Dead Sea Scroll New Jerusalem text by Lorenzo di Tommaso. And so those two books can be very helpful. There is one key New Jerusalem fragment, 4Q554, which means from Cave 4, the Qumran, and it's the 554th one. In verses 14 and 15 it says, and all of it is built, this is referring to New Jerusalem, it's built in Electrum and Sapphire and Chalcedony. And its laths are gold and its towers are 1,000. In this text we have a partial description of New Jerusalem. Electrum is a mixture of silver and gold. Most ancient gold was impure, with up to 20% silver. Electrum is harder than gold and makes it better suited for jewelry. The Egyptians called silver white gold. Most Egyptian silver objects before the Middle Kingdom are made from naturally occurring silver-rich gold from their gold mines. In the Middle Kingdom, silver was imported and was more highly prized than gold. Silver was symbolically linked to the moon, and the bones of the gods were supposedly made of silver, and their skin of gold. The other mention of gemstone is sapphire, and it's not our modern sapphire, but it's referring to lapis lazuli. The Hebrew word translated chalcedony, which may probably be the red garnet, I should say, or else it could be red limestone, from the Arabic meaning bright red. Some translate this as rubies, but rubies were not known in the ancient Near East until the 1st century AD. So if you see rubies in the Old Testament, it couldn't be rubies, but more likely red garnet. And that's what we think probably was here, red garnet, the chalcedony. And the sapphire referring to lapis lazuli, a very beautiful blue stone. The New Jerusalem fragments are found at least in 5 different caves. Cave 1, 2, 4, 5, and 11. So this must have been a very popular text used by the Qumran community. And here we have a picture here. You're looking out from Cave 1. Then the War Scroll tells of the future glory of gold and precious stones in your palaces. So that's also a very interesting text. Next there is the Temple Scroll, which is the longest scroll found at the Dead Sea, scrolls written by the Qumran community. And this is like about 30 feet long and describes what the new earthly temple will be like, which is very similar to Ezekiel's plan. This earthly temple was only temporary until the final heavenly temple appeared. And this is from Cave 11 of Qumran, book 19 or chapter 19, from the temple scroll. And it says here in verses 8 to 10, I shall sanctify my temple with my glory, for I shall make my glory reside over it until the day of creation, when I shall create my temple, establishing it for myself for all days. They were expecting a new creation with a new temple. So in summary, the New Jerusalem text, the different fragments that found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, are about halfway between the earthly New Jerusalem of Ezekiel and the pre-existence of a heavenly New Jerusalem in the book of Revelation. Finally, I asked GPT to create the New Jerusalem that is seen in the Dead Sea Scroll fragments, and this is what it came up with. So be sure to subscribe, and we have other videos that you can view, and you can see more at BibleandScience.com. Thank you.